If you enjoyed the turn-based gameplay of XCOM 2 and looking for something fresh and different, then keep watching, as here are 18 great games like XCOM 2 that you really need to check out. We start off with Phoenix Point. I just had to. It's from the creator of XCOM, the original one, where Phoenix Point feels like a almost true spiritual successor here, which adds tons of complexity and customization to the XCOM formula. It's set in the year 2047 amidst this Lovecraftian alien invasion that kinda looks like it's Attack of the Crab People. You'll need to plan tactics very carefully here, it's very complex. But you do get things like manual aiming, which is incredible, and it lets you target specific body parts, leading to these brutal, immersive combat experiences. The faction dynamics are deep, with unique diplomacy paths, while vehicle combat here also adds in a new strategic layer. Though its launch was a little rocky, updates and DLC have significantly improved its gameplay, and mods like Terror from the Void offer even more challenges. Phoenix Point demands more tactical depth than XCOM 2, I feel, offering intense strategic missions that really reward patient, skilled players. And yes, you can find it on Game Pass, which is perfect for fans looking to level up their strategy skills. And there are some more Game Pass games here too, so you want to stay tuned if that's your jam. And if this video is a jam for you, maybe consider leaving a like or maybe even subscribing to find more great videos like this one. Next on the list is Into the Breach, which kind of reminded me of XCOM 2 meets chess. And don't worry, let me explain. It definitely blends a lot of chess-like tactics as well as this roguelike gameplay, as it's from the creators of FTL Faster Than Light. Here you'll be controlling a team of mechs facing off against giant kaiju-like creatures with complete foresight of the enemy's moves. You'll be trying to outsmart the enemy on grid-based maps, using terrain, biomes, and weather effects to your advantage. The game's brilliance though lies in its clever mechanics. Each unit has specialized skills that only become apparent when combined thoughtfully, letting you pull off some truly epic plays. It's simple yet addictive. Its focus on positioning and timing really offers huge replayability, even in shorter play sessions. And like XCOM, losing a team member really stings here. It really adds to that emotional depth. Honestly, it made me so sad, I gave up trying to give them names. So if you're a fan of tight, brain-teasing strategy, Into the Breach is the perfect, just one more run experience to challenge your wits. Next up is a game that I'm honestly really enjoying at the moment. It's Gears Tactics. It sits in the Gears of War universe, where here it delivers more tactical, action-packed gameplay that really emphasizes momentum. Here you'll command a squad against the overwhelming alien forces called the Ukon, where you'll be executing gritty melee finishes that will help grant your team some extra action points. That also really adds urgency to every encounter. Instead of just limiting your supplies, Gears Tactics offers abilities on cooldown, which is really cool, and it lets you focus on some really intense, aggressive tactics. And while it's more linear than XCOM, it's got these skill trees that allow for some deep customization and specialization. So it is a bit short, but the presentation here is top notch. It's got some great cutscenes, it's got some intense, gritty atmosphere, and man, the music in this game is, it's so good. So although it prioritizes spectacle over strategy, Gears Tactics really offers an adrenaline-pumping experience that really keeps you hooked. And it's on Game Pass, so yeah, if that's your jam, then I highly recommend checking out Gears Tactics today. And if you wanted something equally as exhilarating but set in the Warhammer universe, then you definitely need to check out Warhammer 40k Chaos Gate Daemonhunters. Man, what a name. You'll be leading the elite Grey Knights here against the forces of Nurgle, balancing tactical encounters with base management and resource allocation. There's no aiming percentage here though, it's all about positioning and using skill trees for brutal takedowns that power up your team. It's got these cinematic finishes that are always a visual delight, all while decisions around your ship and faction allies add to the layers of strategy. Like XCOM 2's Avatar project though, there is this impending bloom, which brings constant urgency to your table. High production values, with some incredible voice acting here, as well as a well-crafted narrative really keep the action engaging here. So whether you're a Warhammer enthusiast or just maybe you're new to the lore, Chaos Gate offers some top-notch tactical intensity in a richly immersive universe. Now for those nostalgic for the classic XCOM, Xenonauts 2 delivers that old school strategy feel with some modern updates. It's set in a Cold War inspired world where you'll manage bases, conduct research, and face alien invasions with deep tactical decisions. The game's procedurally generated maps and air combat also add in new challenges, while its streamlined interface makes it very accessible in today's world. Though it's still in early access though, it is being praised for preserving the heart of XCOM with some quality of life upgrades and an intuitive UI. With layered missions, complex geoscape management, and carefully tuned difficulty, Xenonauts 2 captures the original's strategic essence all while staying fresh for today's gamers. If you crave an XCOM style experience that focuses on detailed squad management and strategy, Xenonauts 2 is definitely worth checking out. And for those of you who really want to be nostalgic, why not check out OpenXCOM, which is an open source clone of the original UFO Enemy Unknown or XCOM UFO Defense if you're in the US. This game breathes in new life into the original, maintaining its thrilling tension while introducing modernized controls and UI improvements. Here you'll be running a global defense force against alien threats, where you'll be managing resources, multiple bases, and larger squad sizes than recent tactical games. OpenXCOM emphasizes modding, making it incredibly replayable, with popular mods even including a Warhammer 40k campaign. And unlike its modern counterparts, it gives you more of an open-ended battlefield, making it a richer, less constrained strategy experience. So for fans who want the classic XCOM with quality of life boosts, OpenXCOM delivers an upgraded, nostalgic experience that still keeps the essence of the original intact. Next on the list, we've got Battletech. I'm playing this also at the moment, and man, it is so much fun, especially if you enjoy, I don't know, big ass mechs. In Battletech, you'll be controlling a team of massive customizable mechs in turn-based combat, all while balancing heat distribution, armor, and positioning. Playing as a mercenary commander, here you'll be picking alliances with noble houses amidst a brutal war, managing resources and upgrading your mechs between intense battles. The game's world is incredibly deep, with each encounter offering tense moments as your mechs sustain damage and lose functionality. Mech customization offers for endless strategic builds, and a highly active mod community also adds in a ton of replayability. So for players who love intense, thoughtful combat, Battletech's tactical depth and unique mech-based warfare really offer an immersive, heavy-hitting strategy that, yeah, you can also play on Game Pass, so definitely worth checking out. Then next on the list, this game is highly recommended. It's Jagged Alliance 3. This game merges tactical combat with humor and personality as you lead a squad of mercenaries in a fictional war zone. So think, I don't know, XCOM 2 meets the Expendables. Each mission brings a new challenge with handcrafted maps and mercs, each sporting distinct abilities, personalities, and quirks. While it might be a lot easier than XCOM 2, its real-time overworld map lets you make some strategic choices between missions. The progression keeps each playthrough fresh, all while the mix of action and satire adds a unique twist. So yeah, Jagged Alliance 3 really offers engaging tactical combat with a lighter, more colorful spin that's great for strategy fans just wanting something different. Then next up is Wasteland 3. Also, man, this game's so good. The game is set in a post-apocalyptic Colorado, where the game combines some tactical RPG elements with some impactful narrative choices. As a desert ranger, you'll lead a squad through frozen landscapes filled with tough decisions and moral ambiguity, shaping the story based on your actions. The game's got some rich writing here, it's got a lot of humor, and the branching dialogues really keep the stakes high. Combat also combines some resource management and tactical positioning, while these RPG elements let you customize characters for some truly diverse strategies. Unique environments and vehicles add layers to customize, and a powerful soundtrack really captures the game's gritty tone. So yeah, Wasteland 3 is perfect for players who love deep stories in their strategy games. It's definitely worth checking out. Next on the list is SteamWorld Heist II. This is a more light-hearted, skill-based tactical gameplay with a unique 2D perspective. As Captain Leeway, you'll lead a band of steambots on a mission, using clever mechanics like trick shots and ricochets to navigate tactical maps. The game's colorful visuals and quirky story really make it stand out, while simple progression really keeps it accessible. Cover and positioning are also essential here, but the skill-based aiming adds a twist that brings precision to combat. With each robot having unique abilities, you can also develop diverse strategies or try new upgrades for added depth. So yeah, it's not really like the other games here, but SteamWorld Heist 2 is a refreshingly creative take on the tactical genre. But what if you wanted something a bit more stealthy? Well, maybe you want to check out Phantom Doctrine. It's set in the year 1983 during the Cold War, where this game combines tactical espionage with turn-based combat, all while you manage a covert team aiming to foil a global conspiracy. Stealth-focused gameplay emphasizes silent weapons, disguises, and high-tech gadgets. Unique systems like the investigation board also add in a puzzle layer, connecting clues to unlock missions. Combat has some strategic depth with unique breach abilities for surprise attacks, and the option to recruit agents lets you build a really specialized team here. So if you love kind of historical games and you want a bit of some turn-based gameplay, Phantom Doctrine is highly recommended, and it's perfect for those who prefer covert ops to some intense firefights. Still keeping it stealthy, we've got Invisible Ink, which centers a lot on stealth and tactical infiltration in a cyberpunk kind of setting here. You're leading a team of spies through randomly generated levels where you'll be hacking, sneaking, and disabling enemies in intense puzzle-like missions. The time-sensitive campaign and non-lethal approach add tension, as calculated risks really are essential for success here. Each agent has unique abilities, and upgrades like cybernetic enhancements open up new tactical combinations. The game's stylized visuals and fast-paced turns all create a gripping espionage experience. So for fans looking for a challenge, Invisible Ink offers a tense, high-stakes tactical adventure. Next on the list is Mutant Year Road to Eden, where here you'll be leading a team of mutants, including a talking duck and a boar, through a post-apocalyptic world filled with lore, humor, and dark themes. Blending real-time exploration with XCOM-style tactics, here you'll use stealth to ambush enemies and gain tactical advantages. Each character has unique mutations too, adding variety to your combat, while the game's progression system lets you experiment with different skills and strategies. The combination of stealth, action, and an engaging story really makes Mutant Year Zero a standout choice for tactical fans, and it's also perfect for those who really enjoy story-driven games, and it's definitely one to check out. Up next we have Shadowrun Returns, well actually any of the Shadowrun series, because it is fantastic. Shadowrun Returns pulls you into a gritty cyberpunk world with a twist of fantasy where tech and magic exist side by side in this chaotic 2054 Seattle. So you're basically a Shadowrunner, a freelance mercenary living on society's edge, taking on jobs for those who don't want their business in the open. The combat always feels satisfying in the turn-based gameplay, where you have these choices that matter and a skill system that lets you craft your character however you want. So if you'd like to, I don't know, wield a powerful fireball one moment or hack into a corporate mainframe the next, you can do it here. With its unique 2D, 3D art style that I somehow really enjoy here, you always feel immersed in the seedy underbelly of this futuristic Seattle. So if you enjoy this dark futuristic world and tactical decision making, then definitely check out Shadowrun Returns. Maybe start with that or just get the whole franchise because they are epic. Next on the list, again something a little bit different here that people might not know, is Battle Brothers. In this game, you're not just leading a band of mercenaries, you're managing a rugged, often unpredictable bunch in a gritty medieval world. The game's open world map means that you're free to roam, take on jobs, find loots, and make friends or enemies as you go. Every mercenary has a personality and background, from a former rat catcher to a disgraced noble, which I must say makes your team feel real and quite unique. The battles are extremely tough though, with permadeath keeping things intense. Just one bad move and your favorite character is just bam, gone for good. Plus, with a variety of enemies that fight in their own different styles, you're never short of challenging encounters. So yeah, for those who enjoy tactical combat with rich character building set in this medieval universe, Battle Brothers is a perfect match for you. But if you want to take things onto the other side, maybe check out this game here. Othercide stands out with its haunting monochromatic art style, with its fast-paced turn-based combat that really pushes you to think 2 steps ahead. You'll be controlling these daughters, warriors created from the essence of humanity's greatest hero, to face off against creatures pulled from nightmares. This game really makes you feel that every move will count. If you don't plan your timeline properly, the monsters can quickly overwhelm you. And sometimes you'll need to make really tough choices, like sacrificing one daughter to save another, which can really add to this emotional twist. Between the dark aesthetic, the strategic combat, and the story that unfolds as you progress, Othercide is perfect for fans who crave intense strategic gameplay set in this horror-like environment. Up next on the list, if you want something a little bit different, maybe check out Marvel's Midnight Suns. This game takes the classic Marvel characters and adds a tactical supernatural spin. Playing as the Hunter, a customizable hero, you join forces with legends like Iron Man, Blade, and Doctor Strange to take down Lilith, the mother of demons. So it's a little bit different than the others on the list. Here it's a card-based system that lets you plan out each move with a fresh strategic twist as you combine hero abilities and environmental attacks to outsmart your enemies. Between battles, you can explore the Abbey, your own mythical base, where you'll get to know each hero's personality, work on missions, and unlock hidden secrets. With a mix of tactical gameplay, Marvel storylines, and character bonds, Midnight Suns is a must for Marvel fans and strategic lovers alike. And then last up, this list would not be complete without Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, which proves that tactical combat doesn't always have to be so serious. This unlikely crossover of Nintendo's iconic Mario characters with Ubisoft's Wild Rabbids really surprises us with surprisingly genuine tactical depth. Each character brings unique skills. Rabbid Luigi has vampiric powers, while Yoshi tosses explosive rubber duck grenades. And although it looks like a kid's game, the strategic layers here are pretty real. You'll need to master mechanics like team jumps to extend movement and position your squad carefully for maximum cover. Levels are crafted as puzzle-like arenas, brimming with environmental hazards and tactical advantages. The humor, light-hearted charm, and clever design make it an interesting experience for all ages. Its accessibility also makes it an ideal introduction to tactical games for younger players. So if you have a Switch, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle is sure to make you think and laugh all through every level. Now DMX, roll the outro. Line up the shot, percentage-based hits. Then we're gonna pray, oh, please don't let it miss. XCOM give it to you, he gon' give it to you. XCOM give it to you, he gon' give it to you.